So I really can't run or jog, and like I could be leaving out of this world at any time. So really he needs rehomed. But I'm trying to teach him what I can. But I wanted him to be a medical alert dog. And I don't know if he's going to learn the medical alert tasks. I did find a school that's close to here, and I'm trying to find transportation because it's out in the country, and I take the bus. And the bus doesn't, of course, go there. So it's $150 for 6 classes. So I'd like to do that. Of course, that's regular obedience. That's not training him in medical alert, and he's pretty good at obedience, really. I mean, maybe not like exactly like out in public, he does everything fine, like a service dog should, except for sometimes he gets a little stubborn and doesn't want to lay down. He wants to stand. He didn't, he just wants to stand, that's all, instead of lay down. And I always, give him so many chances, and then I put him in a crate if he won't do it, because he's supposed to do what I tell him to do. But he's usually pretty good out in public. He's completely different than when we're just walking and moseying around. He's a completely different dog when we're out and about in town, in stores and banks and just different places. He's just totally different. And he's very curious, loves to go places. He's so super quiet, doesn't bark and on the bus. He never has said one word ever on the bus, even when he's been on the bus 4 hours. Never says one word. He'd rather be miserable and cramped up in a crate and go than to be left by himself in the apartment. Even though he's got all his toys and the rented apartment, nope. He'd rather be hot and miserable and cramped up and go than to have his freedom at the apartment. It's like, and he's got this curiosity about the world. He wants to see how big it is and all the different things that people do in the world, and he's just the nosiest dog I've ever seen in my life. He just wants to watch and see it all. And he's a good dog. But he still bolts. And that's what I need to get out of him. If he sees a squirrel, he's gone if he can get free, if he can get loose. And he'll take off and he'll go. And I've read a lot about the prey drive, and that they actually their hearing shuts down. So yelling commands doesn't do any good. Because they actually shut off their hearing. They have 5 sequences to the prey drive, and once it starts, it won't be aborted unless they're daily training, intensive training, with an object that can replace the image of the prey that they chase. And that image has to be replaced in their brain, in the neural pathways, in the subconscious. And what it says happens is their brain will produce dopamine, just like a person that uses cocaine and takes cocaine. So they get this super euphoric high when they see the prey and chase it. And out of all the 5 sequences, each dog doesn't always inherit every sequence. Through domestication and breeding, they have lost that, so that they have only certain sequences or at different intensities. One dog might have only 1 sequence. Another dog may have 3. Another dog high prey dog may have all 5. And